Hi everyone, welcome to Huawei ICT Competition 2025 to 2026 enablement meeting for Cloud Track. Today, we are so glad to have Ms. Kong Mingnuan as our instructor. Ms. Kong Mingnuan, let's go started.
Hello everyone. Good afternoon or maybe good morning on your side. So today we're going to have the enablement for the club track, and it is actually for a regional stage. So if you can hear my voice clear, please type 1 in the chat box. Thank you. Okay, so welcome to today's training. Mohammed, Rawaz, Yuri, and today we will be talking about two things. First, I will introduce to you how we can attend the regional stage examination. I will tell you the testing steps you need to go through in order to attend this regional examination. There are some requirements that you need to know before you attend this examination. And I will tell you briefly what would be the steps for taking the lab test. Okay, and I will tell you what would happen on the regional stage day. However, the contents I am introducing to you today is based on the procedure we had for last year. Okay, this test guidance is only for last year. So maybe this year some of the details would varies in different regions. So what I am introducing to you here is basically correct. However, in the regional stage examination day, you must refer to the guidance we provided to you by email eventually. Okay, you must read the final examination guidance and then refer to that one as a final guidance. Anyway, still today I will introduce to you many important things. So the first one is about the examination guidance, and second, a very important part is that today I will be going through the cloud directions examinations for last year's regional examination. So today we don't have, for this year, we don't have the big data direction. So I will only introduce to you the cloud direction and the AI direction. Okay, I will tell you like what kind of questions you will have for the cloud direction and AI direction for last year, and what is the steps we need to take to finish it. For AI direction, I have prepared as an answer submitted by previous years by a team in the last year who got a full score. Okay, who got 400 scores, which means they got all of the scores in the AI direction. So I will show you their answers. Okay, in this way you will be like know better about what is the perfect answer. So let's start with the first part, how we can get prepared. And since it's an ICT competition, so many of the operations needs to be done in the computer. And in this year's regional examination, we don't have any written questions, right? In the regional examination, we don't have any written examinations. All that we have is only lab operations. And three of you are going to make a team as with 3 members. Okay, you will have a team as 3 members, and 3 of you are going to finish the lab examination together. So every one of you will get a computer. For the Mid-Eastern region, the Huawei representative office will provide a computer for you. Okay, you don't have to prepare the computer by yourself. However, for the other regions, maybe you need to prepare the computer by yourself. But very likely, most of the computers will be provided by Huawei office, because that's going to make sure that it's fair for everyone, right? Nobody can cheat on their own computer. However, again, we need to take the every region's Huawei office announcement for the final standard. So for the Mid Eastern region, you don't have to look at this part because the computers will be provided to you. So as a team, 3 of you is going to attend the examination in Huawei's office. Okay, you're going to attend the examination in Huawei's office. By the way, guys, if you have any questions during the enablement, just feel free to ask me. Okay, just feel free to ask me. And so in the regional stage, you will need to finish all of the labs within 4 hours. Okay, like half a day for the examination. And for the other regions that you might need to prepare your own computer, here are the specifications you need to understand. First, the operation system should be Windows 7 or a later version. Okay, an earlier version might have some problem. And also, the resolution should be the standard one. I suppose most of your computers matches with this resolution. And here is some requirements for the CloudTrack. If you are joining, for some of the region, if you are joining us not in Huawei office, then you must make sure your internet meets the standard for 10 Mbps per second. Otherwise, maybe it's going to fail in downloading some essential materials. The bandwidth is too poor, then maybe you will fail in the connection with us. So make sure you are in a reasonable networking environment. But if you're attending the examination in Huawei office, you don't have to worry about this. The networking is already insured or supported by Huawei team. And also, for the CloudTrack, it is recommended to use the Windows 7 or later Windows 12, etc. And you should have at least the 2.0 GHz for the frequency, and also the memory should be larger than 8 GB. At least you need to make sure when you are opening Google Chrome 58, it can running smoothly on your computer. Okay, and we recommend to use Google Chrome. For other browsers, we have not tested our questions on these browsers, so maybe you will have some incompatible problems with the system. Also, for some reason, we need to make sure that nobody is cheating during the examination. So we will require the attendants to the participants to open up your camera and the microphone when it is necessary. Okay, we will do some inspection time to time. And before the examination, please, this is very important. Make sure you will switch off all of the pop-up messages or any phones or any emails. Because if your computer gives any pop-up, maybe we will treat it as a screen switch, okay? Especially when you are doing the written examination. But it's okay because this stage we don't have the written examination, so you don't have to worry too much about that. But anyway, if you are using a chat software or any social media, maybe we will take it as a cheating if we found it. So we'd better switch them off. Also, make sure you have a power supply, a stable power supply. Okay, and here are the things you need to make sure you will have in your computer. Maybe you can take a screenshot of it. A browser, we recommend Google Chrome, and a screenshot tool, we recommend Sneapath, which is the one I am using here. So for Sneapath, you can set some hotkey, and it's very easy to use. You see, I can just choose the area, and I can give some highlights for it, and I can store it very easily. Okay. In our ICT examination for the computers provided by Huawei, all of these tools has already been installed, so you don't have to worry. But if you're attending by yourself with your own computer, you must make sure you have these tools. And after all of the operation in the lab examination, you will have many screenshots like this. Okay, you will have many screenshots for every direction. So cloud, last year we have big data. So we have AI cloud, and these are the folders with screenshots. So we need to compress it, right? So how to compress it? We need a WinRAR to compress it. Please download the WinRAR to do the compression after all of your operation, after 4 hours operation. And the last, after you create an ECS in the cloud, everybody knows what is ECS, right? Okay. So after you create an ECS on the cloud, you might need to access it remotely. Then the SSH tool we recommend to use is MobileXtern. So how can we download these softwares? I will send you a link. You can download the softwares from this link. Also, if you want to practice before the examination, you'd better get yourself used to these tools first, right? So you don't have to wait until the examination day. So another thing that is very important here, during the lab examination, you might need to find some help, like I don't know how to operate this cloud service. It's fine, but there is only one website you can refer to. If you refer to any other website, like if you refer to ChatGPT, if you refer to any AI tool, if you refer to Google, the answer is a no, okay? You are not allowed to refer to any other websites. I will send the link to you. This is the only website you can refer to. In my opinion, this website is already sufficient for yourself for most of the information. It's already provided here. So guys, you can open up this link. You can open up this link, and you will see that in this link, I will tell you how you can use it. Okay, this is the Huawei Public Cloud Portal. For example, now I am lost. I forget how to configure a security group. Then you can search for the security group, or maybe you can search for VPC. You forgot something related with the networking. So you can search for it, and okay, look for the documentation. Here, for example, I want to check how to use it. Then in the user guide, there is a very, very detailed explanations, like how to connecting VPCs, how we can create it. If you want to create any root table, it is possible. Okay, how to configure, and it gives you some examples here. So basically, 99% of the operations related with Huawei Cloud? The answer is already here. Answer is already here. You don't have to look for any help from AI, okay? Because AI is so popular nowadays, and I hope nobody will be cheating during the lab examination. We will try everything to avoid such kind of thing happening. Okay, we want to make sure that it is fair for everybody for attending this examination. So again, maybe in the regional examination you're going to attend, the details of it will change a little bit. So please make sure you will read carefully about the examination guidance before you attend the regional examination. Okay, please read carefully when we provide the latest one to you. So guys, any questions by far, please? If you have any questions, please feel free to put your questions in the chat box. Okay, I will check the chat box time to time. Next. Okay. MindSpore documentation. You can search for MindSpore here, actually, here. There are many informations about MindSpore here. Sorry, I was logged out. Okay, you can find the information about MindSpore. Maybe I will switch to VPC first. From AI. Maybe you can look for it in the modal arts. Okay, in the modal arts we have everything. There are many things you can refer to. Okay, another question. This year will not be big data, so what is the new percentage distribution? Good question. Okay, I will show you here. This is the practice per proportion. We will only have cloud and AI, so it's going to be 60 for cloud and 40 for AI. That's 100 in total. And we will have a 4 hours experiments with a group of 3 in the regional examination. Well, switching to the documentation on Huawei Cloud. Oh, don't worry, if it's a lab operation, for the lab examination, we will not monitor the screen switching. Okay, for the lab test, we don't monitor the screen switching, sorry. Okay, any more questions? Now, let me talk about how we attend the lab test. First, we need to read the answer. We need to read the questions. So where can we read the examination paper? It will be displayed on Huawei Talent platform. Maybe the way to provide examination paper will a little bit different this year, but we're not sure. But most likely it's going to be still on the Huawei Talent platform. So you see, you must have an account for Huawei Talent platform at least. Otherwise, you can't even read the examination paper. And the second, you need another account for creating those resources, for using or managing those cloud services, right? So you need a second account for Huawei Cloud Platform. So guys, there are 2 accounts you need in total. One is the account for Huawei Talent. One is for the Huawei Cloud Platform. So for the first one, the account is the Uniportal. Oh, sorry. The first account is called Uniportal account. Uniportal account. And the second account is Huawei account. These are two different accounts. Okay, is there anyone who hasn't got any Uniportal ID? If you have already got one, please press yes in the chat box. If you don't have a Uniportal ID, please press no. Okay, perfect. I see most of you already got a Uniportal ID. If some of you haven't got a Uniportal ID, then you need to register one. Okay, later I will send you now the link for Talent. You can register on the Talent platform. Dear, you can register on the Talent platform. Register an account in this website, and you will have the account. So another question, someone asked, is cloud computing included in this computation or only AI and cloud services? First of all, I would say, of course, in our computation, we have examination questions about AI and cloud services. And actually, cloud services is also part of cloud computing. But if your cloud computing is about HCS, then probably we will not ask you to operate in HCS in the labs, because you see it's very difficult to provide HCS to you in the examination. And you are going to attend this examination with 3 members as a team. You are allowed to discuss with each other. So you will sit together to read the questions and try to finish the questions. For the previous years, we have 3 directions, right? We have the direction for cloud, big data, and AI. So maybe you will read the questions together and you can discuss together, but maybe one of you would be responsible for cloud, one of you will be responsible for AI, and another one will be responsible for big data. But this year, maybe one of you can be responsible for AI, and another 2 of you can be responsible for cloud. Okay. And next, that's the background. And the next, how can we view the lab examination paper? The lab examination paper, the link of it is going to be provided by supervisor before testing. Like about 1 week or 2 or 3 days before we have the regional examination. So you need to do some testing before we do the regional examination, and they will give you a link to testing, viewing the lab examination paper, but the link is not the real examination questions. So here is the portal. You will see something like this, very like a course, and you need to click Start Learning. So you will see the questions inside it. And the second one here is actually the examination paper. It's very similar, like I will show you in like what we will have in the learning space. This is for the Middle East. And if you enter the learning space, you can see the CloudTrack learning space. So if in that day, you will see something, your link will forward you to a specific course. Okay, to a specific course. And you can click continue or start learning. Then under some menu, you will see the examination papers here. Okay, you will see the examination papers like this. So you cannot download this paper. You can only view your examination paper on the website. Okay. So second, first of all, am I clear about how you can view the examination paper on the Talent platform? If I am clear, please press 1. Tom, sorry, the explanation about the outline has been enabled in the previous enablements. So today we will not talk about the outlines. Maybe if we have some time left at the end of today's session, you can stay in the meeting room and I can introduce to you individually. Will we be able to provision resource for free when practicing? Haha. Good question, Yuri. I know every year when I do the enablement, people will ask me this question. If you want to practice on the cloud platform, you need to ask your Huawei Talent Manager to get some money or voucher. We don't provide any resource to practice because there are hundreds or thousands of participants for us. We are the headquarter, right? So we cannot afford to provide so much money. You can ask your talent manager from Huawei. Okay, so second, we need another account for the lab operation. Then in this case, we need to log into Huawei Cloud. We need to log into Huawei Cloud. So is there anyone who has never operated in Huawei Cloud? If you has never operated in Huawei Cloud, please press 0. Thank you. Oh, okay. Then I will demonstrate it to you. First of all, obviously, we need to log into the Huawei Cloud platform, right? We need to log into the Huawei Cloud platform, and a second, let me log into my account and show you, but I cannot show you my password, so it's in another screen. 1 second. I have thought you guys already know very well about how to operate in the Huawei Cloud platform. Then, fine. Okay, guys, now I have logged into Huawei Cloud. I will switch the language. You need to use some account to log into the Huawei Cloud platform. And if you want, I can share you the link of Huawei Cloud. I can directly type it. It's actually just the Huawei Cloud, huaweicloud.com. Okay, it's very easy to remember. So after we log into this portal, you see there's no access for applying for any resources. So where is it? Okay, it is in the console. In the console, you need to click the console, and here, guys, it is very, very important. I will show you the examination paper. In this examination paper, it will tell you that when you are purchasing any resources, please make sure you are purchasing your resource from China, Hong Kong region or Asia Pacific, Singapore region. You must create your resource in a specific data center from Huawei Cloud. So where can we specify it? It's here. You must make sure that your resources are created under a specific region. There are two reasons. First reason is that if you don't operate in this region, like if you operate in the other region, like Riyadh or any other region, maybe we did not apply for too much resource on this region. So when you are purchasing the Mindsport for Model S, maybe the resource will run out. But before the examination, we always apply for sufficient resource in the specified region. Okay, so in order to get support from our competition team, make sure you are purchasing your resource under the right region. Am I clear about this part? Every year, some trainees will make mistake on this part. If I am clear, please press 1. Thank you. Okay, so make sure you are purchasing your resource under the right region. Yes, it's already specified here. And usually we will recommend China, Hong Kong, and Asia Pacific, Singapore regions. And the second, after you log into it, you must do something before you attend examination, regional examination. There are some information you need to provide to us. So some of you were asking me, like, do you provide any voucher or any free account for practice? For practice, we don't provide. However, when you are attending the regional examination, during that 4 hours, the resources purchased will be paid by us. So how do we pay for you? We will provide voucher for your account 1 or 2 days before the examination. Okay, 1 or 2 days before the examination. So you need to tell us what is your account. You need to tell us what is the account. And here, how can we know which one is your account? The answer is like here. First, you need to tell us your account name and account ID. Also, under the account, there is an account project ID for Asia Pacific Singapore region. For example, under this user, I have some, usually you should only have one user. I will just show you, for example. So here, there would be a user ID. Okay, there would be a user ID. And for the projects for Singapore, please click view. And make sure you will send us the right project ID under the Singapore region or under the Hong Kong region. I will show you again. Go to your account and find identity and access management. So find the projects, and find Asia Pacific, Singapore, or China, Hong Kong in the second page, I think. China, Hong Kong here. So click view and then provide your project ID to us. Okay, so your username, account ID, and the project ID. Basically, that's all the information you need to provide to us. So we will use that information to provide a voucher to you. And if you choose to provide us with the project ID of Hong Kong, then the voucher will be assigned to Hong Kong region. If you decided to give us the project ID of Singapore, we will give you a voucher to the Singapore region. So in the examination that you need to perform in that region. Now, how do we purchase the resources? So guys, because I have no money in my account, so I cannot really purchase, but I can show you like how to purchase. I will not really purchase one, but I will show you the process. So in order to, for example, purchase an ECS, we need to click what is this one? The menu here, okay? And you will find the resources or services here. There are so many services. So for example, I want to look for ECS. You can search for ECS and click this one. So you will further forward it to the portal for ECS portal. Click Buy ECS. Buy ECS. Now, a very, very, very important thing. Please make sure when you are purchasing the resources, use pay-per-use. Okay, pay-per-use. If you choose yearly or monthly, the price will be very, very high. If you use yearly or monthly, the price will be very, very high. So you will use up your money in your account for the first step. Okay, so guys, if you use up your money in your account, maybe your examination will finish. Maybe it's a little bit scary, but maybe there's always a way to help you. But please do not make such kind of mistakes. Okay. So please choose pay-per-use, and you need to specify the availability zone. All of your resources should be created in the same availability zone, and specify the specification. Make sure when you are creating the virtual machines, the specification is exactly the specification we are asking you to purchase. For example, in this cloud direction, it asks you to purchase the specification for 2-VERT CPU and 4 GB. Then when you are purchasing, you need to search for the one for 2 CPU and 4 GB. Okay, and maybe while you are doing the operation, the examination says you must purchase some flavor of C6 large.2, and it has been sold out because so many people are operating at the same time. It's okay. You can choose some other flavors as long as the specification is 2 virtual CPU and 4 GB. Okay? You don't have to purchase the specific flavor. But for the operation system, you'd better choose the right one. Okay, operation system, you'd better choose the right one. Now, specify some operation system, some disk, and if you want to enable backup, you can enable, but there's no need for the lab. For our examination, no need. For VPC, you can manually specify, or you can automatically assign. In our examination, we will tell you what is the IP you need to specify. If we tell you to specify the IP as 192.168.0.10, you'd better use the same IP required by the question. Some of the instructors will give you 0 score if you don't use the right IP. Even if you finish the configuration, if the IP is not correct, you will not be scored. Okay, so read the questions carefully. Many details are inside the questions. And the security group, EIP, etc. And you can click submit. That is how we purchase the ECS. Okay. Thank you for your answer, Ravas. Yes, you are right. For 3 of you, you only need to provide the leader's account. Okay, you only need to provide the leader's account because we only give voucher to your team. We give voucher to you as a team. One team only get 1 voucher. Okay, so please do not forget the password of the account with the voucher. It happened every year. So please remember the password. Or you can record your password somewhere. Do not forget it. Otherwise, you might need to take time to reset your password from the emails. You need to use your phone then, right? And during the examination, you are not allowed to use your phone. And now you're going to wasting your time to asking for permission to use your phone to get a verification code, and then get your password reset. That's going to waste your time. And also, using your phone is not a very good thing during the examination. Okay, so I have already demonstrated to you how we can create the ECS, and eventually you will see your ECS like this. Okay, you will see your ECS like this. Further, in order to log into the ECS, you have two methods. Method 1, you can choose to remotely log into it, or you can also use a mobile extern to remotely log into your ECS, because the ECS always has an EIP. However, one thing I can tell you here, sometimes you cannot log into your ECS from the EIP. So what could be the reason? The reason is the security group is not opened for the remote access, even though you have an EIP. So yes, networking is very important. Okay, for the rest of the operations, it's just something every IT engineer should know. I will not waste too much time on this part. Next, very important here, how to submit the answers. How to submit the answers. So every group needs to submit one answer. Okay. Oh, Ekbawo, yeah, you're so clever. That's what I want to say. Thank you. So every team will submit one answer, and you need to name it like country, team, and name. For example, Kuwait and ICT 001, like this. And you need to put your answers for different directions in this folder, 01 Cloud, 02 AI. Some of the teams will submit their answer like all of the screenshots are under the first level directory. So the instructor will be totally lost. They have no idea which is your answer, right? So please make sure you will arrange them properly so that we can at least read your answer. So under every folder, you can put your screenshots. In the examination paper, we will tell you how to name your screenshots. For example, we will tell you the first screenshots for the VPC topology page and the name. Please name it like 1 -1 -1 VPC. Then, okay, I will put my screenshot under this directory and name it as exactly as the one that my paper asked me to name. Okay. If the paper says you need to name it as this one, but you name it as 1 -1 -2 -3 security group, then the instructor doesn't know if this is the one you want to submit for this and this question. So maybe you will not be scored. Okay. Please, when you are doing the naming, name it properly. Okay, let's continue. So after you finish all of the screenshots, you put them under cloud direction, put it under the AI direction. You need to use the WinRAR to compress it as Nigeria or maybe Bahrain ICT001.RAR. So after 4 hours session, you will not be allowed to operate in Huawei Cloud. However, you are still allowed to rearrange your folder. Okay, you are still allowed to rearrange your folder or compress your answers. And further, some supervisor will come to you to collect your answer using USB or something. Okay, after that, we will appreciate it if you can devote all of the cloud resources. However, after all, this is your account. So if you don't delete the cloud resources, it will keep metering. Your money will keep lost from the voucher. So it's just a recommendation. Okay, it's just a suggestion. You are recommended to delete all of the cloud resources after the examination. Okay. So that's all about how we attend an regional examination. Guys, any more questions, please? Yes, we have recorded this enablement, so you can check the recordings after today's session. So dear, you see, we will have only one set of answer for the team. You will submit only one set of answer for the regional examination. So we will only have one folder, and one is about AI, one is about cloud. Every team only submit one answer, so you only get one score. There's no individual score. For this paper, you will finish it by three people. Every one of you will have the computer, so maybe computer 1 have some of the screenshots, computer 2 have some other screenshots. Then you will collect all of the screenshots together after the examination. And that's the only answer we will collect from you. Okay, guys, any more questions? If there's no more questions, I will start to proceed to the explanation of the question we had last year. Okay, now I will proceed. Yes, only for 4 hours here. You are right. No worries. Next, let's start the explanation of our question here. So only is going to say the questions in different regions might differ from region to region. And the question I am demonstrating to you here may not be the question we used for some of the regions last year. Okay. Muhammad, you will be allowed to, you will be provided with some test guidance before the examination. Mexico, this is the one. Last year's question for the Mexico. Okay, I see. See, so some of the questions are not exactly the same from region to region. So what I am explaining to you here is only one of the questions in some of the region last year. And what I want to tell you is about how you can finish the examination. But since I have no environment, so I cannot demonstrate to you, and it's going to take too much time. After all, this is a 4 hours lab. So let's start. In this one, there are two things I will explain: cloud and AI. So for the cloud, you can see from the topology. You can see from the topology that you need to create a cloud server, and the cloud server can access data from GaussDB. And we will use some AON to monitor the ECS. Also, in order to access these ECS, we will attach an EIP to it. So before the examination, before the examination, we will ask you, after we start the examination, you will be asked to purchase some resources like the ECS and AOM and GaussDB and EIP. Okay. So, you must make sure that you will somehow purchase these resources, and it will tell you that what is the specifications of it. Okay, so for example, like I was demonstrating to you, the ECS is 2 virtual CPU 4 GB and EIP should be set according to the requirements later. And the security group, we don't need the specification for this. And make sure you will purchase an GaussDB with 2 virtual CPU and 8 GB. Okay, that's the preparations. And after you have purchased these resources, we can start. Guys, since it's already almost 1 hour, let's take a short break for 3 minutes. Okay, let's take a short break for 3 minutes, and I will proceed after 3 minutes. Thank you.